It's Kaufman is Alive YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at all the new comic books I picked up at the comic book shop today. I always get out to the comic book shop every Wednesday when I can, and the new comic books come out. I haven't flipped through any of these yet, so you'll get to see them for the first time with me. First, I'll be looking at the Image comic books I picked up today. First one I got was G.I. Joe #1. This was one I've been looking forward to. It's kind of a relaunch of G.I. Joe under the Skybound imprint under Image Comics. This was a $4.99 book. This is different than the G.I. Joe A Real American Hero series, which is also ongoing by Skybound and Image. This is a relaunch of G.I. Joe. Joshua Williamson is the writer. He's been putting together his G.I. Joe universe here for the past year. He did the Duke miniseries along with Tom Riley here, who's the artist. There's Duke there. The Baroness is on this team as well. I got the cover with all of the Cobra bad guys on the cover. There's a whole bunch of different variant covers. It was hard for me to choose. But I love the designs of the Cobra villains. So that's the one I went with. Artwork in here is pretty interesting. The coloring is very muted. And looks like we're getting Cobra Commander here and Destro putting together their Cobra outfit here. This book seems to have kind of a noir feel to it. But I know Joshua Williamson's been, like I said, putting together his G.I. Joe universe, so to speak, and I'm looking forward to reading this and seeing what they've got planned. I wonder how this kind of will coincide with the other G.I. Joe title, A Real American Hero. We got a bunch of pictures of fans here. They say I'm with Team Joe or I'm with Team Cobra. That's kind of cute. So G.I. Joe #1, Image Comics. The other Image comic book I picked up today was Violator, #3 of 6. This is like a Violator Origins mini-series. This was a $5.99 book. Got Mark Andreyko. He's been writing all of these issues. I'm assuming he's the writer on all the issues. But they've been having different artists on every issue, and they've all been great artists so far. And this honestly looks no different. So looks like some pretty cool pencil and ink work here for sure. Really awesome sketching going on here. So I'm assuming this is Violator in his human skin suit here. In the last issue we saw him going toe-to-toe with some druids as he got thawed out of the ice. In this one, it looks like he was going against some nuns. So artwork in here looks pretty cool, I gotta say. Looks like another really interesting issue here for such a silly character like Violator. They're really giving this series kind of a premium treatment with the artwork and the writing. This kind of epic story that's being told here. But it's still got that kind of off sense of humor that the Violator has. So I've done reviews of the first couple issues of this series, so go check those out if you haven't yet. Pretty awesome looking stuff here. This is a pretty thick book too, $5.99. This has got to be like a 40-page comic book. So look at the Marvel comic books I picked up today. I got Uncanny X-Men #5. This is the Gail Simone written X-Men book. David Marquez is on art here. We got Gambit, one of my favorite characters, on the cover here with his cats. Looks like he's getting confronted by someone with a sword here, or a few people. Looks like David Marquez is on the cover. He's been really killing it on this book artwork-wise. Here we got Rogue. She's been battling this new character named Sarah Gaunt. This character here, she's got these big giant claws. She's like this undead character who's hunting all these new mutants that the X-Men are trying to keep safe. I like that Wolverine is still here on this team, even though he said he was going to be leaving like back in like the first issue, but he's dragged into another battle as usual. Really awesome artwork in here. This honestly looks like some of the best stuff I've seen from David Marquez in this X-Men book so far. You know, sometimes it takes a few issues for an artist to kind of get their stride on a book. I feel like he's kind of hitting it here for sure. A lot of heavy anime influence. We're getting that a lot now in Marvel Comics, I feel like. Lots of heavy anime influences. You see that in this, like in this character here. I mean, there's even a character, one of these new X-Men that are Death Dream. This character, Death Dream. Let's see if he's he's in the background here, but looks like something straight out of Death Note or something. Then we got Venom #39. This is the other Marvel comic book I picked up today. It's a $3.99 book. That X-Men book was a $4.99 book, by the way. But this is a Venom War tie-in. I haven't been reading the main Venom War. I'm just following it through this main Venom series. But we've got a time-traveling Dylan Brock here, Old Man Dylan. And in the last issue, we saw him getting messed with by Loki. So it looks like we're getting a little battle between Loki and Venom here, which is kind of a new thing. I don't remember those two ever really interacting too much before. But this Venom series has been pretty decent, I feel like. It's meandered quite a bit. I'm kind of interested to see where it's going to all end up. It seems like the all-new Venom series that they're about to launch is where this is all ultimately heading. So Al Ewing did originally start this series, and it got kind of taken over here by Torn Grunbeck while Al Ewing is writing the Venom War, the main Venom War book, the standalone Venom miniseries. But Al Ewing's going to be back on the all-new Venom after this, so kind of a lame duck, I feel like, though, Venom War, when they've already have announced there's going to be this all-new Venom. So I kind of see the symbiote Venom himself actually saying, you know, screw you, Dylan and Eddie, you guys are just too much for me, and he just picks somebody else, and he's had enough of the Brocks. So that's kind of where I feel like it's going. Looks like we're getting a final showdown between Meritus, who's been the main villain of this book, and Dylan Brock. So I won't turn to the last page because I kind of want to read this and see where this goes. So then I picked up the only DC book today that I got was DC All In Absolute Batman #2. Scott Snyder's the writer. Got Nick Dragotta on art here. Another kind of heavily anime influenced book, I feel like. Kind of an edgelord Batman, but the first issue I feel like was kind of unanimously praised, I feel like. Didn't see too many negative reviews from anybody on it. Certainly Batman very much in the style of Frank Miller's Dark Knight. We've actually got Batman battling Alfred here on the cover. And Alfred is like some secret agent assassin type character in this universe. So some pretty crazy stuff in that first issue. And they actually came out with a Absolute Batman Noir edition of issue number 1, which I didn't pick up. I was kind of on the fence about it. I might go back and pick it up, or try and find it at a half-price bookstore or something later. It looks really nice. This kind of artwork does really kind of lend to a black and white style. But I'll definitely be coming out with a review of this pretty soon. I did a review of issue number 1, so go check that out if you haven't yet. I believe this is Black Mask in this universe here. He seems to be the main villain of this first story arc, at least. That's called The Zoo. So, get a awesome looking bat bulldozer here, it looks like. So this is a $4.99 book, Absolute Batman number 2. It also came with this Watchtower security clearance card, but this is actually a security breach card because it's got Doomsday on it. Or Darkseid, not Doomsday, excuse me, Darkseid. So I like that DC's handing out these cards. Pretty cool stuff. So thanks again for watching the video. Those are all the comics I picked up today. I'll be coming out with reviews of these throughout the week, so stick around for that. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. I do post daily comic book reviews, so I'll see you on the next one.